everybody, it's me, Tokkuri Yashi. How is everybody doing? Today we're going to be having a look at Winter Chieru, who is a water physical character. So here we have got Winter Chieru's banner, and like we thought when EO was announced straight after that Ariel went away, it is another new character, another new limited character here until the 22nd, which means that this month is more than likely and quite definitely going to be a 4 new character month, because we are still expecting a pre-fest banner at the end of the month. With this banner going away on the 22nd, that means there's about a week between this banner going and the pre-fest arriving. In between there, it's probably going to be just returns banners for old Christmas units, which we may be getting free pulls on. We're expecting free pulls, they've not been announced yet, but hopefully they will be not so stingy and give us them anyway. So we're going to get our masterpieces for getting Chieru. Let's have a look at what she does and see if you want to be summoning for her, or if you're going to be skipping, but really being upset that you're going to have to skip. So first of all, we're going to look here at this SP skill. I think it's very similar to the Christmas EO, with it being very similar to the skill 2, but just with a very slightly different application the first time that it is used. So Chieru's special skill here, each time you receive a space up effect, 1 Chieru token is added. Chieru tokens can be maxed out at 60. It also greatly increases physical attack power and slightly increases TP gain. So we can see there, that's 5,922 physical attack buff, 5% TP boost to all allies first time that this skill is used. So you can see she's going to be stacking up Chieru tokens, but what do they do? So let's go in then and have a look at her Union Burst here, which greatly increases the physical attack power of all allies, creates a barrier that nullifies physical and magical damage. Now this is slightly different to other barriers that we've seen on other characters. These barriers are separate, one for physical damage, one for magical damage, which I think is better if you're fighting an opponent that's doing both types of damage. That means you're going to get double the nullification. It will also work pretty well with a duo barrier, because I guess they count as a separate type of barrier. On top of all of this, she will also deal large physical damage twice to one enemy in front, so double instant damage from this Union Burst. The damage increase depends on the number of these Chieru tokens, up to a maximum of 30. So we can stack to 60, but for this skill, a maximum of 30. When Chieru is 30 or more on tokens, when she's not 30 years or more, when she has 30 tokens or more, greatly increase the physical attack power of all allies and slightly increase physical crit damage. Now we can see here that it will be 7 times physical attack double instance damage if you have got the 30 stacks or more. On top of that, with the 30 stacks, an extra 7,896 physical attack buff, so that'll double for the physical attack buff that she's giving, and an 8% physical crit damage buff too with the 30 tokens or more. So a pretty substantial Union base here on Winter Chieru. So let's go on then and look to her skill 1. So here we have her skill 1, which, as we can see here, deals large physical damage to one enemy in front of you and greatly increases the physical attack power of all allies. The damage increases again depending on the number of these Chieru tokens that we have got stacked up to a maximum of 30. And if it is 30 or more, then you will get additional great increase to physical attack power and physical crit rate of all allies. So this is very similar to the Union base in many respects, except we have a 5 times physical attack as the maximum damage if you've got the 30 tokens or more on Chieru. We can see here that twice, once before and after damage if you've got the 30 tokens. So twice, I think we're going to get the physical attack buff there twice of 5,922 with the 30 token stacks, and then an extra physical crit buff of 100 with those 30 token stacks. So we're going to want to get those stacks on Chieru. Okay, so let's move on then to the skill 2. So here we go, here's the skill 2. So as we can see here, this skill 2, very similar to the special skill, but a little bit different. This is the skill that everyone's raving about on this Winter Chieru, how crazy she can be. Greatly increased physical attack power of all allies, slightly increased TP gain when Chieru is 30 or above, moderately covered TP for all allies. When Chieru tokens are 60, consumes 30 Chieru tokens to greatly increase TP recovery. So we can see here that the duration for this skill is actually 18 seconds, so it's under 12. This is 1 every 5 actions, so we're going to have to bear that in mind as well. As we can see here, we have got the physical attack buff 5,922. All allies get a TP boost of 5%. This is what the special skill did. But additionally, if above 30 and below 60, all allies will receive 150 TP. If at 60, with that extra super buff, all allies are going to get 520 TP restored, and then you are removing 30 Chieru tokens. This is where Chieru can be extremely good with the amount of TP that she is giving back. I don't think we're going to be getting 520 TP every single time this skill is activated. Although perhaps there are ways of doing that. If you could get that every time, it would absolutely be busted. But she is giving a huge amount of TP to allies with this skill. But like I said, bear in mind it is a 1 in every 5 actions on her loop. But this is a skill, like I said, that everybody is thinking is absolutely crazy on this Chieru. So, and a look there quickly at what Chieru does with her skills. So, what do we think of this Winter Chieru? So she has finally arrived. So, first of all, I'm going to address the elephant in the room. This new Winter Chieru is very similar to the Summer Riri we got a few months ago. Both of them are buffing physical attack. Both of them are also putting up barriers to help keep the team alive. Both of them are water physical characters. But is one replacing the other? I don't think it is quite as simple as that. There are a few differences. The Summer Riri here we can see has got physical and magical defense buffs to the team. She heals and she also lowers enemies' attack. The Winter Chieru has got better damage and also much bigger TP to the team. So is it going to be a case of one replaces the other? I don't think that is going to be the case. I think you really do want to have both of them if that all is possible. And as we can see here, we have got a new dungeon competition here for EX7. This is the spring version of the fight. I believe this is the new highest damaging team for that fight. And as you can see here, we've got Winter Chieru and Summer Riri on that team. So in this instance, you're going to have both of them, or at least be able to borrow one of them to take advantage of this new character. So, as well as the dungeon here, she's also very good in Deep Quest. These are some new teams that we have got for 610 Wards Deep Quest. You have some some competitions that could beat it before this, but this Winter Chieru is making this fight a lot easier if you can still build this team. So again, it's on the water physical team. There's a lot of characters on here that maybe newer people, maybe even older players would have had to have skipped just because we haven't had the jewels to summon for them. But without a shadow of a doubt, this new Winter Chieru is an excellent character for the water physical team. A character that you really would like to have if you want to make your life easier in progressing in those more difficult fights in the game. No doubtably she's going to be part of Clan Battle, which will be upcoming in the next few days. Problem is, gone are the days of when we are getting easy skips for Christmas units in December, knowing that people want to save for the Pre-Fest, for New Year's characters, and for Anniversary in February. So if you were very low on jewels, may have to make the very difficult decision, which I think I'm going to have to do and skip, because there are characters coming up that no doubtably are going to be very good in the upcoming future. If Chieru is one of your favourites, you're not going to go far wrong from summoning for here. But if there are other characters that you think are going to be coming out soon, perhaps Grace and Violet, perhaps the New Year's characters might be more of your favourites. Saving is also a good option because we're not getting very many jewels at the moment. So anyway, if you're going to summon for this winter Chieru, good luck to you all out there. Let me know what you're going to be doing. Let me know what you think of it. I am Tokkuri Yashi. Thank you very much for watching. See you all again for another video. Bye 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 bye. Hey, hey.